Mzozo, that's right, you. And stunning performance there from Miss Josie Field. Now, food markets are popping up all around South Africa, and the trend of food trucks, which we'll be showing you about more later in the show, is definitely becoming a trend in Cape Town. Now, to celebrate that trend, we are having street food on Expresso today, and we all know that street food is easy to like eat food that you can buy on the street or at food stalls from portable stores and food markets. And this morning, to show us what we're going to be making next, because we've already made sushi, is our Expresso chef, Miss Zola Nene. How are you?
I like my new nickname, Zozo.
Zozo. Very, very nice. So we're making something that is very sweet and sticky, and it looks delicious.
And it's ideal street food because you can eat it on the move.
I know.
You know, you're fine.
Okay, so what is it?
So we're making some honeycomb.
Ooh.
And the great thing about honeycomb is that it's a lot of people's favorite. It's so easy to make, as we're going to show you today.
Okay.
And also the strange thing about honeycomb is that it's called honeycomb, but it actually has no honey in it.
Very strange.
It's more about the color and like the texture of it.
Okay.
So let's start. So we start with some Selati caster snow.
All right.
You can use the Selati white sugar as well. It just takes a little longer to dissolve and get to the stage.
Because the caster snow is more kind of
finer.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. So then we add some golden syrup.
Oh.
This adds not only flavor but also gives us that honeycomb color.
That beautiful caramel color over there.
So these are the only two ingredients that actually go into honeycomb.
Is that it?
Believe it or not.
My
exactly.
Goodness. Okay.
So you just let this bubble away and simmer. And the secret to making honeycomb is that once you put the sugar in, don't ever stir sugar with an implement.
Yeah.
So rather swirl your pan around and move it around to get even heat. And be very careful because obviously sugar gets really hot.
That's a very good
So just
tip.
swirl it around and let the golden syrup sort of come into contact with the sugar. And eventually it'll all melt and it'll become one.
And your pan, should it be like hot or should it be at like a medium to low heat?
I mean, I've done it many times, so I prefer a high heat because it's quicker.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, if you're starting out, then keep it on a low heat just so you can control it a bit more. And don't be tempted to put a spoon in because it will crystallize and then you got to start all over again.
And then you're done.
So now, to make the honeycomb, we break all the sugar rules. So I just told you don't put anything into the sugar, and now we're going to do that.
All right.
So we get the texture from the honeycomb by adding bicarb into the mixture.
For real?
So
that's going to bubble, I'm sure, right?
So you pop the bicarb in, and then you sort of whisk. And then you can see it lightens.
Look at that. Ooh, look at that.
And it
Such
forms
a creamy, smooth texture.
And then onto a baking tray covered with paper.
This is so much fun.
I advise that you spray the paper because honeycomb is very
look
sticky.
at it expand like that.
You see how
awesome is that?
It keeps growing.
Yeah.
Don't be tempted to touch it, as fun as it may seem.
Okay. What's going to happen if I touch
it? It will burn you. Sugar burns at a very high temperature.
Okay.
I mean, this is about, what, 180 degrees, something like that.
Kids,
so don't touch it.
Only try this with your parents.
Leave it to cool completely.
Yes.
Then if you want chocolate honeycomb, drizzle over some melted chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, let the chocolate set, then smash it, that's the fun part, smash it with a pestle or smash it with a hammer, that's fun. Take out your aggravation, and there it is. And we're approaching the festive season, so it's a great gift to make for your family.
I was going to say that as well.
Exactly.
As well, this looks absolutely delicious.
And it was so simple. I mean, it's 3 ingredients, and look how fantastic it is.
Yeah?
And I know that you can't try it, so, you know, I have to, you know, do it on your behalf.
Wow, that looks absolutely amazing. I must say, I like this idea, and I didn't know that honeycomb was so quick and so easy to make. If you would like the recipe for our very quick 2-ingredient recipe, 3-ingredient recipe, all you have to do is SMS the word Selati to 33728, and we will send you the ingredients list for this recipe. And if you would do that, you will automatically be entered into our Selati sugar hamper competition. We're giving away 5 this morning, so you can win 1 of 5. So SMS Selati to 33728 and we will send that directly to your phone. Miss Mzozo, thank you so much. Making us sweet treats here on Expresso, so delicious. Now, because the Good Up FM guys are here, it is radio meets television this morning. I've decided I'm going to spoil them, hey? Because I never really spoil them. So I'm going to spoil them, take this to them and see what they think of my honeycomb. Good morning, guys. How are you? We have Carl Wasty, Guy McDonald and Miss Vanya Kluter on news today. Okay. Okay, you have to taste.
Okay, lovely. So can I have this one because it's got chocolate on it?
Yum, yum.
Oh,
It's
yes.
all sticky.
Can I have the entire lot? Okay, here we
Sticky
go.
and yummy and all the goodness. This recipe was so easy to make, so you could try this at home.
Oh, wow.
Miss Vanya?
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you, darling. Did you make it yourself?
Yes, of course I did.
Oh, wow.
I got more than that.
Zola, she just kept a watchful eye over it. Is it good?
Thank you so much, honey. I mean, Leanne.
You know what's so good about honeycomb as well is that if you need fillings in your teeth, like I do, this fills the gaps nicely.
It does fill the gap nicely. Espresso fills the gap in your morning, so we'll see you right back after the break.
The sweetness lingers longer with Selati and Espresso.